Good morning, beautiful souls. Well, I'm a little bit late on my walk this morning because I got home late last night after my meditation and sound therapy bath that I was hosting at the new premises. So I didn't get home till after 10. So I had a little bit of a sleep in this morning. Oh, my toes decided to play up. But I thought I would just jump on this morning, and I wanted to talk into a few little things that I've noticed coming up for people lately, and consistency. So the words today are, oh, my toes really playing up, is consistency and commitment. So wanted to talk into that. Now, firstly, let's talk about commitment. What is the commitment that you have for yourself? Now, commitment can mean lots of things. So if you're committing to something, maybe it's your business, maybe it's your fitness, maybe it's your relationship, or any kind of relationships that you have, friends, family. So what is the commitment? And just to unpack that a little bit, we all have to show up. And if you heard my talk the other day, I was talking about showing up. Are you renting your space or are you owning your space? And that's your personal space, like your personal space here. So are you renting that or are you owning that? And if you're owning that, what is your commitment to that space? What is the commitment to those things that you do in your life? You know, and even myself, I was tired this morning. And even though it would have been easy for me to say, oh, well, I won't come on my walk today because I've gotten up later and there are things to be done, I've gone, no, I'm committed to myself. Morning. I'm committed to myself. So I need to show up because I don't rent this space. I own this space, right? So I own this space, so that means I'm committed. And I'm showing up every single day. Which brings up the consistency. So to show up and be consistent. So even though I woke up late today, even though I could have just slept in, even though I could have said, oh, I don't have time to go for a walk today, would that be being committed to myself? And would I be being consistent? Absolutely not. I wouldn't be. I would be pushing myself aside. I would be self-sabotaging. I wouldn't be showing up for you guys that are here. Thank you, Alice, Jane, and Sam. Good to see you all here this morning. It's interesting because my perception is that when I come on later, maybe people won't be here, but the silly perception, people are here all the time. Hello, Wes. So that's what I'm talking into this morning, is that commitment to yourself to show up in the space, in your owning space. And last night at the meditation was all about that. And it was all about owning that space and putting your crown on and being either your king or your queen of your castle. And this is your castle, your space, right? You're the king or the queen of your castle. You run that castle. You own that castle, right? You're not renting it. Okay, you got to own that. And if you own that, you got to be committed. So what are the things today that you need to commit to? What are the things? And I'd love for those of you who are on right now, I'd love for you to drop it down below and let me know, that rhymes, and let me know, what are you committing to today? What is those things? And maybe you haven't committed to them yet. Maybe they're in your mind. Maybe they go around in your mind. Maybe you continually say you're going to do them, but you don't do them. What are they? What are those things today? I want you to, because we're drawing a line in the sand today, right? Because it starts today. It starts now, right now, not tomorrow, not next week. It starts today. You're going to start for yourself, if you're ready, if you want to own this, own the castle. What's the commitment, right? So dropping down below, what is that thing, or what are those things that you're committing to for yourself? Maybe it's got to go to the gym. That's my next step after this, is go to the gym. Go to the gym. Is it show up in your business? Is it get the housework done? Is it change your job or go and get a job or whatever it is? I'm committing to going to my addiction therapy. Sorry, there was a fly. That's amazing, Jane. I love that. I love that. I love that commitment, because you're ready to take the next step. You're ready to commit to that, because you know that committing to that. Commitment to keeping present, grounded and positive. Love it, Jess. Love it. Absolutely. Keeping grounded and positive. Absolutely. And present. I love that. Being present. Being in the now. Being here right now. Not being in yesterday, what happened yesterday. You can acknowledge it. Absolutely. Especially if you had a great day. You can acknowledge that. But that's past. And the future's not happened yet. So being here right now in this moment. Being so present. It's amazing. And look at all the things around us. Look at the beautiful big trees. Committing to walking in this space. Oh, fantastic, Jane. I can't believe I just said that out in the open. Yes. And you know what's so great about that, Jane? Is that when you say it out in the open, when you verbalize that outwardly, it means it's going to happen, isn't it? Because you said it now. And if you've said it and you're owning it, then you're going to do it, right? And then the key factor of this is in these spaces, in these things that we're going to commit to, the next stage is consistency. Is staying consistent with them, right? Staying consistent in that space. Because when we drop the ball, when we don't stay consistent, then we start to unravel. It's a little bit like a toilet roll. Yeah, and I don't feel ashamed. Absolutely amazing. Fantastic. There is no need for shame. There's no shame. There's no guilt. There's no judgment. Those words just don't exist. They only exist if we allow them to exist. Right? This is your castle, remember? This is your castle, and you're the queen of your castle, and you get to decide, because you now own that space. Morning. You now own that space. You're not renting it. You own it. You own this space. So as I was saying before, it's a little bit like a toilet roll, right? It's like consistent. It consistently goes around. You know when it's on the holder and you pull a little bit of toilet paper down. I know this is a funny analogy. When you pull a little bit of toilet paper down, it just consistently rolls there, doesn't it? But if you drop the ball, if you drop it on the floor, it just rolls out of control and it's unwinding itself all over the shop, right? And then it's running away. It's going everywhere, right? Oh, go away. Hey, Jodes. It goes everywhere. But when we're consistent, when we keep consistent and we stay committed to the things that we need to stay committed to. There's flies trying to get a ride. When we stay committed to those things and we stay consistent in that space, that's when you start to see the rewards, okay? I hear so many people lately saying, oh, but I did that once and I did that and nothing's happened. It takes time. It takes time and it takes actions. It takes the commitment and the consistency to change something, right? And even when I spoke the other day, talking into courage, it takes courage. to step into commitment too, right? Maybe you've never committed to anything before. Maybe the thing you're going to commit to is going to be challenging. Not hard, challenging. Okay? And maybe it's going to be challenging, and that's okay. So you need to find the courage in that to step into that commitment and then stay consistent with that. And then stay consistent in that space to reap the reward. Okay? And at the end of the day, how exciting is that? How exciting is that to feel like you've achieved all the things that you've wanted to achieve? How exciting does that feel within your body to know that you're feeling this excitement, this exhilaration, this proudness in yourself that you've done it. You've done it. You've achieved it. And the journey is challenging. I get it. The journey is challenging. You keep going to the gym and you keep eating well and you're not seeing the results. But most people give up just before they're about to turn the corner, right? They give up early, too early. They give up and think it's not going to work. It has to work. It just, in the quantum physics of it all, it has to work if you keep going. If you keep being consistent, if you keep showing up, if you keep committing to yourself, right? I remember back in the day when I was selling Enyo and I first started and I had no customers. I was like, wow, how am I going to get some customers? So I just basically shouted it from the rooftops and talked to everybody about it and never shut up about it. And people got sick of me talking about it. But the point is, I believed in it. I believed in the product. And so you've got to have that kind of commitment to yourself. You believe in yourself. Believe in knowing what you can achieve, right? And then my girlfriend said to me, all you're doing is building the pipeline. So imagine a big funnel, right? Imagine this funnel and it's got a big pipe down there and then the pipe goes out to the water. So what you're doing is you're continually, and the pipe, if you look at a funnel, the funnel is always the largest bit, isn't it? Right? And then the tube in the middle is smaller. And then it goes out to something bigger, whether it's another bowl or imagine it going out to the ocean, right? So you've got this massive space up the top that you're filling. You're filling and you're putting in all the commitment, all the consistencies, all of that. You're putting it all into this funnel. And it feels like it's never going anywhere. But you're putting this much in and it's only got this much room to get down. But if you keep packing it in there, keep packing it in, as it goes down the tube further and further and further, and as it pushes out the end, at some point it's going to burst. At some point it's going to burst out the end and it's going to flow out. And it's going to be flowing out to the river or the ocean. We'll call it the ocean because that's larger. It's going to flow out to the ocean. And then all of those things that you pushed in there are now out in the ocean, connecting with the whole ocean. And how expansive is the ocean, right? The ocean is massive, right? So all the stuff that you've pushed in will break eventually out the other end, and it will flow out to the expansiveness of the ocean. And now that's where you're reaping the rewards. Because now you've pushed so much in that you can't see it because it's squeezing down the tube. And now as it comes out, it fills the ocean, right? So again, it comes to perception. What's your perception? So if you think about something like that, that when it's hard, when it's not hard, forget that word, when it's challenging, keep going, keep filling that funnel. Because as you do, you keep pushing it, and it's going to burst out the other end, right? And it does happen. because I've seen it happen. It's happened to me. It happened to me in my Enyo business. It's happened to me in other manifesting things. It's happening to me right now, right? For the past 6 weeks, I've been pushing everything in there to get this business started, up and running, everything. And I'm starting to see it start to push out the other end now, right? But it takes time, it takes commitment, and it takes consistency. So today, what I would love to encourage you to do is to maybe write down all the things. I love the people that have already dropped stuff in here already, but I'm sure that there's more than one thing. There's more than one thing and more than one area in your life that you want to put that commitment to. And I want you to write all those things down today, and you can happily share them with me. I'd love to see them. Morning. I'd love to see them, but write them down today. Stick them up on your fridge. Stick them up on your mirror in your room, whatever. Stick up those things that you want to commit to. Excuse me. And then I want you to consistently look at them, and I want you to consistently do them. Show up for them. Start feeling like the king or the queen that you are, and start putting that, straighten up your crown. Okay? You are the king and queen of your castle. You own that. You don't rent it, you own it. Oh, powerful stuff here. Powerful stuff happening around us, right? And you are powerful. So I'm wishing you a beautiful day today. Thursday. Can't believe it's Thursday already. I want you to remember 3 things today. As always, you are beautiful. You are loved. And oh my God, you are so worth it. You are so worth it. Never forget that. You are worth it. So I'm sending you so much love and light. Mwah. Looking forward to those of you who are coming along to Icebreakers this week. Saturday morning, 7 till 9. Semaphore South on the beach out front of Shelley's. Looking forward to seeing those of you who are ready to come along and get cracked open. And all my bookings are open, of course, for my treatment room. Be back there next Wednesdays. So Reiki, massage, breath work fundamentals, and any life coaching. If you want to work through some of these things, work through your commitments, just message me and we can always tee up a time. So much on offer. And for those of you joining me for meditation next week, amazing. I look forward to seeing you all then. Love you all. Thank you so much for following me. It's so amazing. I am living my best life. I'm designing and aligning my best life. Look forward to helping you do yours too.